Hello, I'm Sarah Millican, one of the authors of this course. In this brief introductory video, I'm going to give you an overview of the contents of Module 8, Integrated Pest Management. The module is divided into 4 sections. Firstly, we'll be looking at the concept of integrated pest management, which is commonly abbreviated as IPM. We will then look at different prevention methods in IPM, followed by the most common pests and diseases, and finally we will look in more detail at biological pest control. Integrated pest management is defined as a pest management system that, in the context of the associated environment and the population dynamics of the pest species, utilizes all suitable techniques and methods in as compatible a manner as possible and maintains the pest populations at levels below those causing economic injury. There are 5 stages in an IPM program. First, prevention. This includes keeping the cultivation area clean, using beneficial insects, and growing pest and disease-tolerant plants. Second, monitoring. You need to constantly monitor your plants so that appropriate measures can be taken in a timely fashion. Third, identify the pest or disease. Fourth, evaluate the gravity of the situation. And finally, decide what action to take on the basis of your evaluation. The second section of the module looks at different kinds of control methods in IPM. These may be cultural, physical, biological, or chemical, or a combination of these. So let's start by looking at cultural methods. These include maintaining hygiene in the greenhouse, which prevents the spread of pests and diseases, and using appropriate plant spacing. If you plant your plants too closely, in too high a density, this will encourage the spread of pests and diseases. You can also use disease-resistant varieties of vegetables, and if you maintain a correct nutrient supply by adding fertilizer, this will also help prevent pest infestation and disease. Physical methods include using netting, which prevents pests from coming into contact with the crop, and trapping. Different types of commercial traps are available. Pheromone traps are used for trapping moths, while sticky traps are widely used for trapping whiteflies and thrips. Biological control methods include using beneficial microorganisms, which help prevent diseases, and beneficial insects, which are the natural enemies of pests. We will return to look at biological control methods in more detail later. If all else fails, interventions using chemical products can sometimes be justified, but always check first whether the substance is toxic to fish. Wherever possible, botanical pesticides should be used first, because they are of biological origin, although even some of these may also be toxic. Some extracts from microorganisms are safe for fish and can be used in aquaponics. The third section of the module looks at the most common pests and diseases. You will learn how to identify them and how to prevent them from spreading. Finally, we will look in more detail at biological pest control. This involves using natural enemies of pests in the form of parasites, pathogens, and predators. Common green lacewings, for example, are an effective predator of a wide range of pests, while the parasitoid wasp is more specialised and only targets aphids. Correct identification of the pest is therefore crucial before using biological pest control. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy this module.